Catering is one of those industries that attracts a lot of twats. People think it's an easier qualification, but then you ask them to fetch you some salmon legs and pigeon milk and they'll actually start looking for them. It's one thing to fail kitchen work, it's a completely different thing to fail second grade biology. Thankfully I wasn't one of those people, and what started off as a childhood hobby slowly became a profession. A profession where I tried to find as many innuendos as possible in a single day. Not to mention that catering is the only profession where you can complain about the size of your breasts and no one will laugh at you. Although on the subject of flat-chestedness, Cooking Mama. This game is made as a cooking simulation, and your mentor among the kitchen is the aforementioned Mama. She doesn't really help you in any way, shape or form other than telling you how to do things and setting herself on fire in anger of how stupid you are. Then again, I guess it's hard to give constructive criticism when English isn't your first language.
Good. I'll help for you. You're not mine.
Just note that Cooking Mama will in no way help you to cook or even learn about food. You can cook beef in wine sauce, or chefs say bourguignon, and you can also make a pudding, which is an incredibly vague term, not to mention a pointless one since its actual name is creme caramel. Also, this pudding is apparently a British recipe, but if the name creme caramel didn't give its country of origin away, it was actually first made in France. Pointing out inconsistencies in a medium that doesn't matter? Cool, now I know how people who watch anime subs feel. This game was advertised as all the fun of cooking, no washing up. Yeah, also no eating, or taking creative liberties, or the actual fun involved in cooking. Half the entertainment from making your own dish is burning it and telling people it's caramelized. It doesn't matter how hard you screw up, the final product will look like someone has put effort into it, and I can assure you, after playing this game for 10 minutes, no effort was going into this. The entire game plays out in a series of minigames which repeat on you more times than a bad curry, not to mention how insultingly easy they all are. I can make an American hot dog, which by the way originated in Germany, but not before I literally go through a 1-second minigame in which I have to cut bread. I decorate the hot dog with lettuce and tomatoes, I couldn't have cut them at the same time. If you've gone to the effort of buying pre-cut veg, why not a pre-cut bread roll or hell, a bloody microwave? It doesn't help enough already that the controls are absolutely horrible. Cuisine can be complicated. This is like performing brain surgery on a bra strap. Nothing feels natural, and it's because of this my wiener hangs out so far. Even when decorating the finished product they made it control difficult. Like any rational teenager with this power, I try to draw a penis, but what I soon discover is that there's a time limit and it's impossible to erase your slip-ups. Were you trying for realism or something? I already paid for this game, I am fully aware that there are consequences to making mistakes. Cooking Mama was popular at the time, but love for the series sunk faster than a stone souffle. In fact, you type Cooking Mama into Google and the first result is the unauthorized Peter edition. My original intention was to make fun of the Peter game, but it's actually better than the Wii version. Ignoring the underlying tone that's about as subtle as a friend trying to read your text messages, the controls are a lot easier, the scoring system's improved, and the music doesn't make me want to kill myself. What does make me want to kill myself are the stream of facts telling me how horrible turkey farming is. I'm sorry, Peter, I don't want to hurt animals. But I'm the kind of guy who wants to experience everything life has to offer, and should I be offered a panda steak, I would pay extra to eat said meat off a hooker's ass crack than spare the life of an innocent animal. Not to mention that the Peter edition does actually give you a better impression of cooking since it supplies you with some detailed recipes, and if nothing else is to your liking, they give you a free desktop wallpaper. Normally I use this DeviantArt picture of sexy Lorelei from Pokemon, but this image of Mama clutching a knife and a half-dead turkey really gets my motors going. If it wasn't obvious enough, I really don't like this game, and that's besides the obvious sexism. Now I can't speak on behalf of girls, but who knows that famous Jerry Hall quote? To keep a man, you must be a maid in the living room, a cook in the kitchen, and a whore in the bedroom. Well, looking at this game, the maid does repeated meaningless tasks, the cook prepares the food, and rapid repeated motions with the Wii remote, I say we got all 3 bases covered.